We all know that Kobe was a huge advocate of the WNBA and women and girls basketball, as you just saw. Some would say he was just getting started in what would have been a meaningful second act around that advocacy. And we all know that Gigi was on a course to play a role in the future of women's basketball. The WNBA would like to carry on their legacy, and I am honored to announce tonight the debut of the Kobe and Gigi Bryant WNBA Advocacy Award. This award will recognize an individual or group who has made significant contributions to the visibility, perception, and advancement of women's and girls basketball at all levels, like Kobe was so committed to doing. The Kobe and Gigi Bryant WNBA Advocacy Award is a call to action for advocates to use their time, talent, and platform to raise awareness for the game. The league and our partners will make a charitable contribution in the recipient's name to further advance the game. The WNBA and the Bryant family expect to announce the inaugural recipient of the award during the NBA All-Star weekend in 2021. We look forward to seeing who will carry the torch in years to come. Thank you. WNBA out.
Beautifully said, Commissioner Engelbert. We've all had different interactions with Kobe in regard to the women's game throughout the years. Rebecca, just want to start with you and seeing so many conversations that you had with Kobe courtside at WNBA games.
That was the most touching thing to me always, was seeing him at WNBA games with Gigi or seeing him at UConn games with Gigi. Gigi's the same age as one of my daughters, so you understand what it's like to be a parent who coaches a child that age, and the way he was giving back and embracing and loving teaching the next generation was just something that touched me so much.
Sue, you've gotten to know Kobe throughout the years. Obviously, the way you guys intersected with the U.S. men's and women's Olympic teams. What stands out to you when it comes to Kobe, being around him and his touch on the women's game?
I think I got an interesting perspective. I saw Diana Taurasi, who was just a kid who loved Kobe. So I saw her be a fan and the impact that had. We've obviously seen Sabrina, the mentorship, and I see it with Jewel Lloyd. He really would text her all the time. And so there's that part of it, but what I feel like I've taken from his impact is he was starting to see the women's game through Gigi's eyes, which was just a kid who loved it, who was passionate about it, who wanted to get better, who wanted to grind. And what he saw in her was something he knew about himself. That was him. He was that little boy. Only the path for men is a little different to their success. And I think what he was trying to do was pave the way for Gigi. And what that ended up doing was pave the way for us. So hopefully that impact continues to go, because I know that's what he'd want.
Beautifully said, Sue. And Holly, I feel like whenever we'd see Kobe sitting courtside at a WNBA game, you'd saddle up to him at some point during the game, get him on camera, and we'd hear him just say such wonderful things about this league.
Well, the thing that impresses me about Kobe, this was not just lip service. He showed up. When Diana Taurasi was set to break the all-time scoring record in the WNBA, he was courtside watching her do it. He was at the WNBA All-Star games multiple times, at playoff games. He was at the Women's Final Four. When Arike Ogunbowale hit that famous shot, he was the one texting her, encouraging her, and establishing that relationship. But more than that, women in this draft were working out with Kobe at his facility. Sabrina Ionescu worked out with he and those girls, and Megan Walker, also of UConn, working out in his facility, making these women better. He watches game film with Jewel Lloyd. He wants them to be good. He wants to instill his passion. And my last memory is interviewing Kobe at the WNBA All-Star game this year with Gigi by his side. And I said, how can you balance being a dad and being the Mamba, a guy that doesn't understand no or doesn't understand quitting? And he said, I am fostering her curiosity. I want her to be curious about how to be good. And it was wonderful, wonderful advice for all of us. The greatest girl dad I think we've seen, that kids are curious, they'll learn how to be good at something. And I'm just grateful that we all got to be a piece of what he was building with his family and all of those beautiful young women.
Yeah, Holly, the award just, it feels so fitting. The last conversation I had with Kobe took place at Barclays Center. I was broadcasting a Nets game, and many people have seen the video of Kobe and Gigi together from that game. It was late December. And I went over to him and I was talking to him about the WNBA. And he said to me, we're going to get the league there. I promise you. We all get it. We all get how great this league is. We're going to get it there. It's my goal. I'm going to make sure we get it there. It just seems so fitting that this award is about advocacy for the WNBA in his and Gigi's name, because they were both such huge advocates for this league. Kobe Bryant, such a significant figure when it comes to women's basketball.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.